Hello and welcome to this video in which we will discover 10 signs that wealth comes to you. When you decide to take control of your life to achieve financial abundance, it is typical to wonder if you are moving in the right direction. To help you know, here are 10 signs that wealth is coming your way. But just before, make sure you subscribe to the channel and don't forget to download your free book on financial freedom by clicking on the link in the description below. 1. You haven't overdrawn for several months. Not so long ago, after the 15th of the month, your bank account balance would be in the red. To stop your banker's constant calls, you even agreed to increase your overdraft authorization in exchange for an increase in the higher annual fee. In spite of this, each consultation about your available assets made you sweat. But this was all before. Today, from the 1st to the 31st, your finances remained in the green. You are no longer late for bill payments. The reminder letters have deserted your mailbox, and when the banker calls you, it is to offer you a new product. You took the opportunity to cancel your authorized overdraft because you simply no longer need it. By banning premiums, incident processing fees, and other bank penalties from your life, you have made significant savings. As paradoxical as it may be, financial worries carry a significant cost. This significant improvement in your financial situation is an excellent sign that wealth is coming to you. 2. You manage to save automatically. At the beginning of your journey to wealth and financial independence, saving each month required a real effort. Ensuring your daily life by saving 10% of your salary seemed like fiction. When you set up this famous automatic transfer on payday, you thought about what you could do with that money, but in the end, you held on and took it well. Saving is now part of your lifestyle. You no longer think about the immediate pleasures that it deprives you of, but rather of all the future benefits you will gain from saving. This new mindset has even pushed you to save money by putting more money aside. Now it is the behavior of those who spend all their pay that seems incomprehensible to you. This ability to save automatically is a major sign that wealth is coming to you. It means that you now have the right mindset to attract abundance. The capital you build up over the months is the foundation on which you can build to achieve the financial independence you desire. Congratulations! You will reach your goal faster than you think. 3. You are no longer in debt. Like many people, you have taken out customer credit to finance goods or to deal with a major blow. The monthly debt repayments have long weighed heavily on your budget. Going into debt to buy liabilities is one of the main barriers to financial abundance. This leads to outflows of money that reduce your ability to save. Yet, the ability to save is the key to the virtuous circle of wealth. Now things have changed. Through hard work, you have been able to pay off all your debts, and you are now debt-free. The first benefit, you no longer have to waste money each month by paying interest to the lender. Second benefit, you have invested the money you used to spend on repayments, which has given your savings a significant boost. Getting out of debt is a hallmark of good financial management. It is also a sign that wealth comes to you because you no longer use your money to enrich the bank. You are now making it work for you. To live with an abundance, reserve the loans only for investments, after ensuring they are profitable. 4. Your investment capital grows. When you started to take control of your life and financial situation, you discovered that there were 3 types of savings. Precautionary savings, which are used to prevent hard times, whose capital must be between 1 and 3 months' salary. Investment savings, which must be invested wisely to earn interest. And the redistributive savings you are not interested in because setting up the other 2 seemed rather complex to you. Perplexed, you could hardly believe that your bank book could one day be filled with several thousand euros. However, you finally achieved your objectives and your doubts vanished. Your precautionary savings were built up gradually until the day you exceeded the famous 3 months net salary. Your first investments followed. Now, as you look at your growing capital, you can smile and reflect on your initial apprehension. Thanks to the benefits of compound interest, your investment capacity is increasing steadily and bringing you closer to wealth every day. 5. Your relationship with money has changed. The education most people receive does not allow them to maintain a healthy relationship with money. This situation is aggravated by financial difficulties, which then leads to a conflicting relationship between hatred and guilty desire. Those who succeeded financially are accused of loving money, which is the root of all evils. Yet, those who make this accusation secretly envy their abundance and wish it for themselves. Maintaining this limiting and unproductive way of thinking is the surest way to never see your situation change. If in the past these misconceptions were yours, but your relationship with money is now changed, you've learned to look at it for what it is, a way to do different things and pay your bills without stress. You have gained serenity and are no longer jealous of those who have done it better than you. On the contrary, you are hoping to maintain contact with them so that they can enrich you with their knowledge. Far from despising those who have kept your old habits, you have understood that they are simply not ready and that everyone is moving at their own pace. When you exchange your old ways of thinking for a healthier state of mind, this is one of the signs that wealth will come to you. By keeping an open mind, you will be able to welcome wealth when it comes your way. 6. You can take more time for yourself. Contrary to the appearances maintained by our consumer society, the measure of real wealth is time, not money. Having a high income is not very beneficial if it requires working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. The price for this type of lifestyle is high: deterioration of your health, distance from your loved ones, threats to your relationship, etc. No fortune will then be able to buy back what you have lost. The main objective of wealth is therefore not to make you earn more money, but to allow you to use your time. If this concept was a dream until a while ago, you are living it today. The interest earned on your savings allows you to work a little less and free up your free time. You're beginning to enjoy the joy of being able to enjoy a dinner with family or friends on weekdays, having your weekends free and no longer having to work 2 jobs. This regained freedom is an important step on the road to financial independence and the reward for all your efforts. Enjoy it to its fullest. 7. A significant portion of your income no longer comes from the sale of your time. For a long time, you were one of those people whose only source of income was salaried work. For years, you sold your time in exchange for the monthly transfer that allowed you to pay your various bills. Out of fear of losing your precious little position, you accepted many unpleasant things. Schedules that weren't always practical, the moods of your superiors, or remuneration that was far from commensurate with your skills. When you started to save, you became interested in the different investments to invest in and discovered alternative income opportunities. Thanks to your investments, you are no longer totally dependent on your job. You are even able to rebound in the face of a downturn in activity. Having successfully diversified your sources of income is one of the signs that wealth is coming to you. Keep up the good work and you will soon have the choice to keep or leave your job permanently. 8. You now have a long-term vision. Before, the unit of time that guided your thinking was the month. More precisely, the interval from paycheck to paycheck. Your main objective was to pay your limited expenses and hold out until the next transfer, making sacrifices of varying degrees as your balance ran out. With such a safe way of life, you were struggling to project yourself into the future. When everyday life is only a succession of problems to be solved, it is normal to tend to live in a perpetual today. Now that your financial situation is improved, you find yourself thinking about tomorrow and even your future. You have learned to set medium and long-term goals for yourself and to develop strategies to achieve them. This overall vision will allow your desire for financial abundance to materialize, as it will help you make the right choices to always be one step ahead. 9. You are becoming more generous. When you experience a deficit situation, it is difficult to give even a little of what you have. Fear of lacking quickly overtakes as we become concerned that giving would endanger our own safety. We perceive only 2 choices, the other person or ourselves. Yet each of us has a deep desire to make a difference in the world and to help make it fairer and more enjoyable. Similarly, no one is insensitive to the distress of the homeless person who asks for a coin. You are no exception to the rule and have long felt the frustration of not being able to support a cause that is so close to your heart. Feeling more secure financially has made you more generous. Helping a loved one in need or buying a sandwich for someone who is hungry are all useful and rewarding things you can now afford. You have finally understood the usefulness of the last type of savings, redistribution savings. It is used to keep the money you can afford to give to support the change you would like to see by donating it to charities or committed organizations. Money is a flow that needs to flow. Giving helps to contribute to this essential mechanism and will attract more money back to you. 10. You feel like you are in a circle of abundance. At the time of your difficult end of the month, you had the impression that a cascade of problems was constantly falling on you, each leaving you a little more helpless than the last. The lack of money creates a really vicious circle, and it is difficult to see the exit when you are in the middle of the storm. If lack calls for lack, money calls for money. You can see that now. Each success is followed by an even more important new one. As your bank account fills up, you feel that a real circle of abundance is working for you. This is the ultimate sign that wealth is coming to you. You will be able to enjoy the fruits of your efforts and continue to maintain this positive dynamic. Do you observe one or more of the above signs in your life? Then your goal is close. See the wealth that is coming as the right reward for your efforts and enjoy it. To keep it, don't forget, once you have reached an objective, always try to go further. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, comment, and especially subscribe to the channel. You are also free to receive the new book, 5 Steps to Financial Freedom, by clicking on the link in the description below.